toward the end of its run. But then there was a show, I can't remember the name of it, where the wife was a little person doctor, pediatrician, I think.
Yeah,
There was a couple other little person shows on, like on,
Jen.
Little People Big
Jen.
World.
Her name was
yeah,
Jen. Yeah, I think that was it. Her name
I
was.
just got,
There
what?
you are. You're live now, Lev.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just got too.
Well, it worked out well then. I don't think I was live. So, alright.
And I wanted to pitch, I felt like we could pitch my show as a, not necessarily a little person show, just a cool reality show of somebody out of the ordinary doing maybe a little bit extraordinary things, but a lot of everyday things. It's
You remember the show Bert the Conqueror?
no, what was it called?
Bert the Conqueror. It was on the Travel Channel. It's Bert the Machine Kreischer now, the comedian. But way back in the day, like 2000 ish, 2002, he would just go do all these incredible things. He was a bull rider. He was a professional football player. He was a skydiver. He was a alligator wrestler. He was a bear wrestler. He did all these like crazy things.
Yeah,
It was a great show.
yeah, and that's kind of what we were shooting for, really more.
Whoa,
Sorry, that's
better
me.
not have that.
Sorry, that's me.
I'll talk over that.
But yeah, I mean, I've still got the show and all the footage. Several hundred hours of footage that we shot for it,
Jesus.
and yeah,
Throw it on YouTube.
No shit, that's what I was gonna say. Good God.
yeah,
Or throw it on Lep's YouTube. This is monetized.
Yeah. Or
yeah,
you might be better off to start your own YouTube and because trust me, the crypto niche is it's a tough world.
yeah. I mean,
So many
uh,
other worlds out there are so much easier. I mean, you got 13-year-olds fucking talking about fucking what they did. You got 13-year-olds talking about what they did at school, getting a million views
yeah,
about what they ate at lunch. Seriously, I mean,
one little girl that was on there, she was interviewing Mike Rowe, and for her show, and then he put it on his show, and she was already
t-
get millions of hits. I can't remember her name, but it was pretty cute. But she was for 6 or 7 years or 8, maybe 10 years old at the very most.
yeah,
She was pretty decent. I mean, of
that's cool.
course, Mike Rowe, he was so awesome with her. He led her into questions. Wouldn't you think you'd want to ask me this? Oh yes, Mike. Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah. That's somebody that John Rich got to know, and at some point, I would like to use that relationship and to possibly sit down with Mike for even half hour to an hour and pick his brain on, because he's been dirty jobs, been in that industry for a lot of years.
Yeah.
They just renewed this. They just started the show back up called something else, but America Works, I think, or something like that for Fox um, Fox Business or maybe the Fox Nation, their streaming platform. But same thing that they're showing the Dynasty guys are treasure hunting now.
The Dynasty guys are treasure hunting?
Yeah, they've got them out. They've got them out with metal detectors, and they're treasure hunting on their property.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah, Uncle Si and a lot of the side characters, not Willie, but all the rest of them.
I mean, that's okay, but that's a total fucking
How many years has that show been going?
dude forever, hasn't it?
Yeah, see, they couldn't do the regular Dynasty because it was or probably locked up by TLC or Discovery or whoever did it.
Right.
So they were allowed to use the ancillary, you know, um, call it something else, but it's basically Duck Dynasty. But those shows take a lot of work and take a lot out of a person. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm
They also get compensated very well for it too.
well, yeah, but if a person's already not concerned about that part of it, then that takes their families have to be very careful about when and where they put their families on there, and like Willie, they had kids I think going to college, and just a lot of different reasons why they want they're already well heeled in the duck call business as well as
Yeah, they weren't. I guarantee they weren't not anything like they are now, though.
no they're they got more money than God now, but
Right. It makes a little difference.
little tidbit of information. The warehouse where you see on Duck Dynasty, where you see them sitting around, and making duck calls and stuff.
Yeah.
Willie's wife, maiden name is Howard. My my book publisher is Howard Books. So that warehouse where you see him sitting around making duck calls at one time was a little book publisher called Howard Books.
Huh.
It got purchased by Simon and Schuster and moved to Nashville. And so, hence them getting the deal, Howard getting the deal for the Duck Dynasty book that kind of came out right out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I don't blame him. I mean, that's just the way business works. But, yeah. I mean, Simon and Schuster didn't know me from a freaking peon.
Right.
My people probably did. I mean, I'm not talking about my Nashville publisher. I'd go to lunch with him, with the guy that ran it. He's top-notch individual. But when you get to New York, everything changes because everything's on such a gigantic playing field.
Yeah.
Numbers. I mean, at one point they were canceling books just because they were so-called right-wing.
Uh,
They were canceling books ready to go to print. They've got the wherewithal to do that.
Now they're burning books because they're left wing.
Yeah. Well, I don't know that they're burning them, but
They had that big book burn in Florida. A fuck ton of them.
by Simon and Schuster.
Oh no, I'm just.
Oh, you mean in general? Yeah, I'm not surprised.
It's crazy like how one generation 10 years ago, right wings can't write books. Now 10 years later, left wings can't write books. Well, they can. They're not popular in those generations.
They won't sell them. Yeah.
Yeah.
huh.
See, I wouldn't have a problem with a left-leaning individual if they didn't do stuff like burn books. I'm okay with their
The
with
Florida
their.
just did it. The Florida did that with the whole that you can't teach my kids certain things. They burned a bunch of books.
Oh,
Textbooks.
because
Well,
yeah.
not just that. They burned like Catcher in Their Eyes on that list.
Excuse me.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know enough about that to speak to it, but it's pretty sad trying to shut down.
Don't burn any books. Just let people write, and if you see that it's fucked up, get away from it.
Yeah.
Don't buy it.
Just don't read it. Yeah. Just don't buy it.
That's kind of like shutting certain people down on Twitter. Don't follow the person if you don't.
I was a huge, no matter what. I didn't vote for Trump, but I was huge on that. I'm all about free speech. I have a friend that's a radio host for NPR, and we had a huge conversation about it because she didn't believe it. And
You didn't believe what?
so, like, Trump should be allowed to say what he said at the time, and I was like, you cannot just start censoring people because it doesn't stop. It'll never ever stop.
Right, correct. You can't cherry pick.
Nope, not at all. No, if you like it or not, you can't, unless it's like direct harm to an individual.
Most servicemen and women um, will tell you, even if it's something that says "fuck military," they'll tell you to not censor it because they fought for it. They fought for the freedom of speech.
Yeah, I had a great. I mean, we were hooking up at the time, and she's this Jewish chick. We had great conversations about it, but she strongly believed, she's very left leaning, that you should be able to censor things that hurt people's feelings. I was like, no.
No, because you don't what they don't understand, or what they're not taking into consideration is
Everything hurts somebody's feelings.
right, and
Yeah.
just her feelings doesn't mean that it hurts the next person's feelings.
Right. Well, she wasn't considerate of her feelings. She was being more general because she doesn't. I don't think it was really hurting her personally, but yeah.
Yeah, but it's just
And that's what blew my mind, though. A fucking radio host, like you of all people, believing in censorship. Like, what the fuck?
I don't believe it. Oh, you mean the radio personality?
Yeah. She of all people, I shouldn't have said you. She of all people didn't should be on the same side as me.
Right. Yeah, and yeah, no, I agree. And if a person doesn't like what Sean Hannity says on the radio, then don't tune in to Sean Hannity. And sooner or later,
I didn't like that Combs guy. They finally got rid of it. No, I'm kidding.
he died.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but he was gone a long time before he passed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I felt like because Sean sometimes a little over the top for me, even for me. Um, as far as his just his rhetoric, but from a standpoint, Sean and Tucker both can be a little bit that way. But all in all, I mean, it's what I have a problem is I have a problem when they get on a talking point and they really, I don't want to say they lie about it, but they sometimes lie by omission, and they all do it. Because there's been times when
These 24-hour news networks can fuck off.
yeah, there's really, I mean,
I don't even watch American news anymore.
It's bullshit. I mean, they can, both of them, both sides can just go to hell.
Yeah, I watch Al Jazeera and what's it?
Australian news is pretty damn good lately.
Is that might be what I watch? AM or shit? What is it?
AU. ABC AU.
No, it's shit. What is it?
It's Fox, it's something Australia, I don't know.
Yeah, I think it is actually Australian, but I can't think of what it is.
I think it's just News AU.
Maybe it is.
Like news.com AU.
But Al Jazeera actually they put out an Al Jazeera that speaks English, and that's really good.
yeah, that is the network. Al Gore sold that to him. His what was the name of his that he had that was. But they bought that from him and then turned it into Al Jazeera. That was a big thing because it's Saudi or based in the Middle East.
Current TV.
What's current? Where's current out of?
That was Al Gore's news channel, Current TV.
And Al Jazeera bought that network and turned it into Al Jazeera US or whatever it was.
Yeah, but he then later sued him.
What do you sue him?
Over the sale. I don't know. I'd have to read the article, but this headline says he sues him over the sale a year later.
Yeah, and I have a problem with that too. Just some of these politicians that are trying to monetize things like global warming slash climate change, whatever they're calling it now. I mean, it's pretty clear that Al Gore was in it for the money, and that what's her name, the young chick from I'll think of it here in a minute. She's Greta something.
Weinberg.
Yeah, if you watch an interview with her,
She's a kid.
yeah, I know, but I mean, if you watch one of her speeches and then watch her in an interview, she can't she can't handle any kind of debate whatsoever. I mean, if you're gonna put yourself out there like that, then you gotta.
Well, she's English isn't her first language. A lot of people
Well,
are like, she sounds retarded. Well, English isn't her first language. She's Swedish.
whatever it is, she wasn't very well prepared for the interview I saw her do, or not even an interview. It was a round table.
She's only 19 as of right now.
Right,
She
right,
was a kid when all in 2018. She was a kid when all that shit was going down. She was 15, 14 years old.
right. But I mean, if she's gonna be put out there, then she needs to back it up.
I mean,
What I
what child at 14 years old is going to be able to take on USA's media?
well, no, what I saw was a round table though, a very, very, very calm, very like minded people round table discussing, and she could not even back up her points that she had made in a lot of her. I'm just saying that if she's gonna walk the walk or talk the talk, then
I mean, I don't know, what do you expect out of a 14-year-old?
well, exactly. But I mean, they should.
15-year-old?
In that case, though, that means she's just a talking head even when
Yeah,
she does her speeches.
obviously, she's 15.
Right.
You
So I'm
can't even think she's not gonna run. Nobody's gonna let her run a company. She's still not even gonna be allowed to run a company at 19 unless she starts her own.
no, I'm just saying that
She couldn't even sit on a board.
she should not have been in the place she was in then, as far as some kind of spokesperson for that movement. That's what I'm saying. If she wasn't able to be well that way, I'm just saying that she couldn't hold her own and she shouldn't have been thrust into that position. I'm not hating on her. I'm just saying people around her should have been a little more discerning about how fast they they stoked the fires as far as her being some kind of spokesperson for that movement. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I graduated high school before she was born.
Yeah. No, I get it from that point of view. I'm just saying.
I just feel bad that for Greta, that little girl didn't know what the fuck was going on. She didn't expect like everybody to just come after her with everybody's had time to think about all these points. People have studied them. She's 14 years old. It's all brand new in her mind.
You're exactly right. I could not have put that better. You're 100% right. And I'm not. I feel bad for her as well from that.
I'd like to see her at 30.
Right.
If she's an idiot, then
Oh, and I never said she was an idiot
I
at
mean,
all.
she could be though. At 14, you don't know what they are.
Right, right.
I'd like to see her in 10, 11 years to see what the fuck she does with her time in the light. I mean, she was fucking a person of the year.
Yeah, yeah.
Nothing's gonna come of her. She's gonna fall to the wayside. She had her 15 minutes of fame. The world's done with her.
Well, and obviously, if she if she was, if she'd been 25 or like you said 30 when she got thrust into the limelight, then she probably should be able to hold her own and catapult off that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how are you going to use it?
Right.
Oh, she's got a TED Talk coming up. I sure won't be attending that.
TED Talks are interesting from a point of view of just I think they're all across the board as far as what
Oh,
they.
yeah, there's so many TED Talks. I mean, there's just TEDx, TED Institute,
Yeah,
TED Ed. There's TED courses now.
To
I'm sure.
Those TEDx's are really cool.
I
They're like off topic of not being like world solving or anything like that. It's just like
right.
Mike Rowe was a TEDx.
I can see that. Is that what Elon was on one of those? Was that TEDx?
He might, yeah, it could have been. He could honestly be a normal TED Talk, knowing he. I mean, that's world
Yeah, yeah.
innovation. So I don't
Right.
know. But yeah, I've watched a lot of TED Talks. I think everybody probably has.
I can't say that I have, but in bits and pieces, yes.
There's some incredible ones out there.
I'm sure there are.
What's the most viewed TED Talk? I'm curious.
Probably like Obama or
Beatbox Brilliance.
what?
TEDx Sydney. 77 million views.
what? Yep, 5, Mikey, 5. I'm celebrating my good health from my doctor, who told me to not drink more than 2 beers a day.
I would say the top 50 are all TEDx's. Not the normal TED Talk. No sex, marriage, masturbating, loneliness, cheating, and shame.
What?
That's a TEDx.
Who gave that one? Who was that speaker?
Maureen McGrath.
I don't know who that is, but
Top Hacker shows us how it's done. Pablo's Holman. That's 10 years old, though.
is what was the sex therapist, the little old lady?
Ruth?
Yeah,
Doc-
Ruth.
I wonder if she's probably dead by now, I'm guessing.
Oh, yeah.
I've looked her up like within the last 3 years.
She was fucking hilarious. A lot, like when they do interviews with her and stuff.
She's still alive. She's
Yeah.
living in Germany, and she's 94 fucking years old.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Dude, I thought she had to have been long gone.
Yeah, and that means she wasn't as old as I thought she was back in the day when she would do interviews and stuff. I thought she was,
Yeah, no shit.
way.
Fuck, her husband died in 97.
Yeah.
They were married since 1961. Dr. Ruth
Dr. Ruth.
Westheimer, best known for Dr. Ruth, is a German-American sex therapist, talk show host, author, professor, Holocaust survivor, former Haganah sniper, born in Germany to a Jewish family as the Nazis came to power. Westheimer's parents sent her at 10 years old to an orphanage in Switzerland for safety. She was a fucking sniper.
Jesus.
Yeah, but sniper like with a gun, or they might call different. There might be a
Well,
different.
let me Google Haganah sniper.
Yeah.
This will be very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was a sniper in Israel.
Wow.
Like with a gun?
Yes, with a gun.
Huh.
Huh.
There's a photo of her holding her artillery gun. This is her in war.
Dr.
What?
Ruth, the meato bitch.
It's in Gen Chat.
Okay.
It's a Reddit.
Okay.
She's got a scope on that son of a bitch. It's almost as tall as her.
Wow.
Wait.
Yeah, I see that. Dude, she couldn't have been very old there. Like, maybe like, what, 13, 14?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe older than that. I don't know.
She was a scout sniper. This is out from her own words. In 2020, somebody did an interview with her. Let me see.
That's wild.
When World War II ended, she was a Zionist. She decided to immigrate to British-controlled mandatory Palestine and fought in Israel's War of Independence. And then in 1956, she moved to the USA. She doesn't say shit. Oh, here it is. What is it like to serve as? I was a sniper. I was able to use a Sten gun and hand grenades. But I was there for a short period of time. I was wounded on my 20th birthday. I went to Jerusalem and heard the siren sounds. Instead of going straight to the shelter, I went to my room to get a book first. That was a big mistake. When you hear the alarm, go to the shelter. A cannonball exploded, killing 2 girls next to me. I was badly wounded in the legs. But a German Jewish surgeon fixed me so that I was able to ski all my life. I was a black diamond skier and to dance the whole night. I don't dance anymore, except a little bit on my birthday. My daughter is an Israeli folk dancer. I thank my service with pleasure because we all participated in one way or another in the Independence War.
Wow. That's
Took a
wild.
fucking shell. She's a Purple Hearter. Or, not a Purple Hearter. What's the wounded soldier?
Purple Heart. But
Medal of Valor?
that's US. Purple Heart is.
Yeah, she's like a Medal of Valor then. Equivalent. They probably didn't get awards back then in Israel, but here she would have gotten an award.
Purple Heart, you mean?
I thought Purple Heart was in like an act of heroism when you took a wound.
You got them switched.
Oh, Medal of Valor is the heroism, and Purple Heart is okay.
Just getting hurt, period. In battle.
My uncle's got one of the Val. He was a Bradley driver. I should ask him. And drove a bunch of people out of war.
Cool.
Lep, you moving to Vegas? No. I love to visit Vegas, but I don't think I could live there, my friend. I love to visit every couple years, but that's what keeps it special to me. Luna says Upland. Buster Worth. Look up his profile. Buster Worth.
Have you watched any of She-Hulk, KRS-One?
What?
Have you watched any of She-Hulk?
She-Hulk?
She-Hulk.
Oh, She-Hulk. No, I haven't seen any of these new. I've only saw that one, and I don't have the service. It's at my friend's house, and I haven't been back. Disney Plus.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Actually, she came over here the other day, surprised me.
Was it the same one you went to dinner with?
No. I have never.
Have you talked to her since?
Yeah, I talk to her once in a while.
Right on.
I pretty much am avoiding all females at the moment, though.
Oh, gotcha.
I mean, if they text me, I text them, but I'm not like reaching out to them.
Right.
Makes life a lot easier.
It honestly feels like it makes me more wanted. Women are like fucking cats.
It works that way, I guess.
You leave them alone and they come fucking. I've even turned one like almost. We were supposed to go do something, and I was later on that day, and then like an hour before, I was like, I'm not gonna do it, and she still wants to talk to me and hang out with me.
Right?
If that was me, I mean, she must be a nice person, but if that was me, I would be like, fuck off.
Right. But hey. Nice to be the chasee instead of the chaser, right?
Yeah. We have done like other. I've gone to a comedy show twice with this chick. It's not like I blew her off on our first date.
Right.
Women are expensive. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Fuck yes, they are.
Don't get any cheaper either.
I don't need fucking Kucoin if I'm going on dates.
Right? Amen,
They'll take my money quicker than leverage trading.
Yeah.
Restaurants aren't cheap anymore either.
I know, right?
Cooking in's not even cheap anymore. Like making a nice fancy dinner, I'm gonna spend $90. Going out to dinner, I'm gonna spend $90.
Yeah.
Just to see if I fucking get along with one individual for the first time.
Right.
About the 10th time, it gets pretty old. And I'm on like number 30.
Yeah. Thor Love and Thunder comes on Disney Plus tomorrow. Or, well, not
I'm
tomorrow.
looking at the whole time I was talking. I've been looking at these She-Hulk. I don't know what they are. Clips.
Yeah.
Luna, I can't
Looks
find
cool.
Buster Worth. I can't find his profile.
She's 6'5".
He's a Hulk.
She's 6'5".
Jesus. That's a beast.
She's a Hulk. She turns into the Hulk.
Well, she should at 6'5".
Tatiana Mazzolani.
That's a big woman there.
Yeah.
6'5".
Oh no, she's not. She turns into somebody. She's 5'4" in real life. She turns into somebody that's 6'5".
Yeah, she
Oh,
turns into She-Hulk.
that's a little different story.
Is there like two She-Hulks?
No.
There's another chick that's like 5'10", but she also has a green face. There's the Tatiana Maslany, and she's known as the She-Hulk, and then there's another Jamil. Her name is Tatiana. I think there's like a whole clan. Maybe not. I might be seeing this wrong, but I don't know. I have to watch it now.
On the show, it's Taliana Maslany.
Yeah, that's who. She's 5'4".
Okay, that's who she's on. I'm looking at the credits on Disney Plus right now.
Who's the Hulk?
That is
Mark Ruffalo.
yes, Mark Ruffalo. Although he's a different guy that was in the whatever it was years ago, the movie they did of the Hulk.
Yeah.
But that's a whole big thing because Fox, I think it was Fox, bought Marvel was about to go bankrupt, so they sold off Spider-Man and a bunch of their X-Men and a bunch of their properties to Fox. And they were allowed to use the Hulk. Hulk was one of them. They were allowed to use the Hulk in multi-character like the Avengers or Thor. He was in Thor Ragnarok, Hulk was, but they weren't allowed to do a standalone Hulk movie. And so then Disney fixed that by buying Fox. And so they're working on unraveling some deals that Fox had with Sony. Like Spider-Man, there's going to be, and now that we're in the multiverse part of the situation, or overall story, they're able to, there'll probably be another Sony Spider-Man, and it's going to be, what's his name, Andrew,
Hold
no, it's the guy that played Spider-Man right after Tobey Maguire. The Amazing Spider-Man. There may be another one of those. But way they're gonna set this up is they're gonna do it at it basically, and it's gonna be like a different universe, different Earth. 616 is the Earth that we.
Tom Holland.
What's that? Yeah. What's his name?
Tom Holland.
No, that's the current Spider-Man in the current Marvel MCU.
Yeah.
Marvel Cinematic Universe. And he's a really good Spider-Man. But the Earth that we know as the main Avengers and the main characters is 616.
Andrew Garfield.
That's who the other Sony one after Tobey Maguire. But did you see No Way Home? Spider-Man No Way Home?
Maybe.
That had all three of them in it?
Yes, I did see it.
Yeah, that's how they brought them together, was coming from different dimensions. Different universes. Universes.
That was a long movie.
Yeah, I mean, there's so few and far. They're like so far in between. It seems like I kind of soak up every minute of it. But
It was good.
yeah, a lot of the current Spider-Man movies, a little bit campy, or I shouldn't say campy, but a little bit younger, tuned to younger demographic. But I mean, it is obviously a superhero movie. I mean, so I get that.
If anybody's got stars, it's on. Stars.
It's on Stars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But like the movie Black Widow, I watched it. I got it on Disney Plus. I had to pay extra, but I got it the day it came out in theater. But I doubt they'll do that kind of thing again because they took a lot of heat from theaters. But I think it was right during, if I remember right, it was like during COVID, maybe a little bit, or part of COVID. So it made sense, but
How was Secret Invasion?
it's not come out yet.
It hasn't come out yet. Okay.
No, it's 2023 or four or five.
Oh, for a while. Okay.
Yeah. I think the next one to come out later this year is either Wakanda Forever, which is basically Black Panther 2, but the lead, the Black Panther himself in real life died of colon cancer. So they've had to completely refigure out that.
Right.
Did you know that Mr. Prangy has pancreatic cancer?
No.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a tough one.
Mm-hmm.
I still have to finish Moon Knight, man. That shit was good.
Yeah, Moon Knight's one of those where it's for me it was kind of anticlimactic. I won't ruin it for you, but it's like I think I wanted to see more superhero stuff in it than what we really got to see.
Right. Was
But
Hawkeye good?
it's what
Hawkeye good?
Hawkeye was good, yeah.
I'm gonna watch that too.
And Hawkeye, because of his young apprentice, or whatever you want to call her, sidekick, that forced herself into being a sidekick, basically. Anyway, it had some comedy in it, a little bit of comedy playing off each other. The kind of the position she put them in sometimes or whatnot, but no, it was good. Out of all the series so far, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Believe it, I didn't go into it expecting much to be that pulled in, but it was amazing. And it's set in the time frame after Steve Rogers gives his shield to Sam Falcon. But yet Sam kind of turns down the mantle of Captain America because he doesn't feel worthy. And Sam is one of the characters that does not have any supernatural. He's just a badass in real life, like on the
Nick
show.
Fury?
What?
Are you talking about Samuel L. Jackson?
No, Sam on the movie. That's his stage name. Sam. What is his last name? He plays the Falcon in
Okay.
like Avengers. Samuel L. Jackson is Nick Fury.
Yeah, I just posted. They just released the photo of what he's gonna look like in Secret Invasion because they're filming it now. Look in Gen Chat.
Yeah, with his eye patch off.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know how he lost his eye?
No.
I think it was either in damn it, oh my gosh, I can't think of it. The movie, hold on a minute, I got Ms. Marvel stuck in my head, but not Ms. Marvel, but, Captain Marvel.
It was a grenade.
No, it was a cat scratched him in the eye.
That's in the movie, yeah.
I think that's in, and that's why he ultimately loses his eye, I think.
In the comics, a Nazi throws a grenade and he loses.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, it's a pretty loose. The movie's kind of a loose adaptation of the comics. I mean, it follows kind of the same storylines, but there's a bit of a change on some stuff. Secret Wars is going to be interesting because we don't know how many of the superheroes have been Skrulls all this time.
Right.
Oh my gosh, that's gonna be. I can't. I'm pins and needles.
Yeah. Well, we know Tony Stark wasn't a Skrull because they changed.
I think your brother's being sarcastic and wants to.
No, I don't care. It's all good.
I know he is, but
It's all good. I'm just making fun of it because I don't.
Some of them really suck and some of them are really fucking good.
I just cannot get into it for some reason. But
Watch Moon Knight.
I don't know.
The first 2 episodes are fucking great. A dude just waking up in random places.
Yeah.
I just rather watch I like watching shit on like Netflix that are like Ozark and like the real shit. I don't know.
Ozark's good. I like Ozark and I like Moon Knight.
Yeah. I just can't. I just can't get into the superficial stuff. I don't know.
He probably will head more toward like Punisher or Daredevil.
Yeah, Daredevil's dope.
Because they're like
it's so that's really like comic type though too. I mean, he breaks the third wall. He
No, you're thinking of Deadpool.
Oh, I am thinking of Deadpool. You're right.
Daredevil is like what not comedic. It's pretty heavy.
Yeah.
And then the Punisher series, I heard there, or I watch a lot of the scoop type clips on YouTube, and
Watch the old Punisher movies with the big fat guy.
I've not seen any of those. But
You
they
want
had
to come play?
a 2-season series on Netflix that they now switched over to Disney Plus. All those series switched over, and Jessica Jones and Nick Cage, or not Nick Cage, Luke Cage, and then the Iron Fist, I think it is, or Golden Fist, something like that, and then all those together with Daredevil make up the Defenders.
Punisher would be kind of cool. I didn't know.
But Daredevil is pretty heavy from the standpoint of like he's a devout Catholic, and so he's all the time has this guilt. Like he very rarely if not on purpose for sure, but he rarely kills anybody. He tries really hard not to kill people, but and you see him he goes to confession and stuff.
What movie has the big blue clown?
A Marvel movie,
It's an older movie.
but it is Marvel.
I don't know if it is Marvel. It's
Blue Clown.
he's a big fat clown with the blue face. I have it's
Is he
this
like
guy.
evil?
It's Spawn.
Spawn. Okay. Yeah, I think they're gonna do a reboot of Spawn, but Spawn actually is a pretty the old Spawn movie is pretty decent.
Spawn's fucking great. That's what I was thinking of for Punisher.
Oh, gotcha.
It's only rated at 5, but when I was a kid, I loved that shit.
Yeah, I mean some of the Spawn, if it had today's special effects, would be kick ass. And I know they're gonna reboot it, but
With
it was
with the Violator
the Violator.
and Spawn.
I don't know about the Violator.
It's his little sidekick, the
Oh,
annoying little fucker.
gotcha. But they're getting ready to introduce do a reboot of like Blade and Ghost Rider.
I think the Violator's the clown.
He was a bad guy on the movie I watched. The clown was.
Yeah, and then Spawn is he's the Violator is the Spawn's little sidekick.
Nah. Spawn made a deal with the devil, and then didn't he? Then he reneged on it, and ended up killing the clown guy, didn't he?
Yeah, yeah. But they were like little sidekicks.
Okay, yeah. Or
Just totally ruined the movie if you've never seen it, anybody.
I
That was
think
the plot.
the clown was basically made sure that that Spawn held up his end of the deal, right?
Yeah.
So more of a chaperone, I think, than a sidekick, something like that, or however you want to put it, over watcher or whatever.
I'd like to see a new Spawn, but I want it to be like gruesome.
Yeah, that's what they're having. People were concerned about Punisher, Disney owning Marvel now because they were afraid that they were going to put out they didn't see how they would do a PG rate version of Punisher as well as Deadpool for that matter. Deadpool's been the first 2 movies were R rated. And Punisher was a series, but it would be R-rated if it was, uh, you know, using the same format that they used on the series. And really, Daredevil would be pushing the line as far as the some of the pretty gruesome and just all out violent fight scenes and stuff.
Spawn's also like a Bible story.
Really, well, yeah, I can see that.
Cause it's the clown. There's a virus. If the virus spreads, it allows hell to attack heaven. That's why he like goes against it.
Yeah, I don't know if that was all in the. All I know about it's what I saw in the movie.
That's in the movie.
It's been a while.
Spawn allied Caligostro revealed as a biblical Cain who betrays Spawn and leaves him amnesiac derelict. Spawn realizes at the end of the days is approaching when he discovers that Wanda and Terry's children, Jake and Katie, are the human embodiments of God and Satan.
I see.
It was all like a biblical story. I remember.
Right?
I was gonna see if it was guided line like along with a Bible verse, but nothing's coming up.
Yeah, that's beyond me as far as getting that deep into that particular character or movie.
But Spawn used up all his power. He's back in hell. There can't be really a Spawn 2, but there will be.
Yeah.
What's one superhero you want them to remake?
Reboot completely?
Yeah.
I don't know because they've already all the ones in the MCU are pretty much good to go. I don't know if I have an answer for that. And I'm not enough of a I don't know enough about the comics to talk about a superhero that they haven't introduced yet. Besides maybe reboot the No, I take that back. Maybe some of the X Men.
That's what I was just thinking was X-Men.
He did pretty good with Wolverine.
Dude, Logan was great.
Yeah,
I fucking cried.
they'll bring him back as a variant probably from a different dimension or universe. That's how they'll it'll be a different actor than what's his name. There's a ton left to. I mean, they haven't gotten any mileage. Disney hasn't gotten any mileage out of the X-Men movies. Were not all that great as far as following any kind of a timeline or anything. They killed off Wolverine and Professor X. What in Logan? I think it was
Yeah,
the Wolverine.
it was the Wolverine.
The Wolverine. Okay, yeah. And both of those actors. Now, Professor X was in multitude, Strange 2, Multiverse of Madness, but as a variant of himself.
Oh, I forgot Daredevil was Ben Affleck.
In the movie, but it's oh, Charlie Cox is who played him in the series and who will continue to play him in future series and cameos and stuff.
What about like a really cool Ghost Rider?
Yeah, there's talks on Ghost Rider. They're gonna bring him in. It won't be Nick Cage, but
Or a new Blade?
they're doing a new Blade for sure. I can't remember who the actor is. They're doing for Blade. It's not gonna be what's his name that played him before. Played Blade before.
Do you think Fantastic Four can make a good movie?
That's pretty. That's what a lot of the buzz right now is about Fantastic Four because the way it fits in Reed Richards and how it fits into the overall
Yeah, I mean, of course.
phases.
This last one was the stupid Silver Surfer. It was an okay movie.
Yeah, I think they're probably gonna completely reboot the Fantastic Four.
You could do a Silver Surfer series.
Yeah, and they've got some room. That's what with the Disney Plus series that they're doing.
Or who was the villain in the original Fantastic Four? Blackface guy. Metal helmet.
Doctor Doom.
Doctor Doom.
Yeah,
His series.
absolutely. I think they're kicking around some of those possibilities. We already saw Reed Richards in Strange 2 for just a little bit for a couple of scenes. As he's one of the members of the Illuminati.
You could do another Avatar, maybe?
Another what?
Avatar? It's not
I
MCU,
don't know.
but
They've come such a long way since they did the first Avatar, as far as technology goes, and I don't know if that story would be as compelling now as it was at that time because it just seems like now that's kind of old news. The whole augmented reality and all that. When that came out, that was a big deal.
the Defenders.
Yeah, that's Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, and the Iron Fist.
James Gunn. Or I mean Nova.
Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about Nova. They said we'll see him coming up in somebody else's show or movie.
James Gunn's from the Guardian of the Galaxies.
Okay,
He introduces Nova.
maybe the Guardians of Galaxy 3 is where I heard that we'll see Nova.
I hope so, man. That'd be cool. I haven't thought about him in a while.
Yeah, I just see little bits and pieces about him on the trades that I watch.
In March 2022, Marvel began developing a Nova project with Moon Knight. With Moon Knight writer Cerebral Peraza, yet it is unclear if the project is a Disney Plus series or film.
Moon Knight Rider, what?
No, it's, Moon Knight, the writer,
Okay.
writer, the guy that wrote it.
Yeah. Speaking of Knight Rider, I've been watching some old scenes from Knight Rider. It's pretty wild.
Yeah,
It's amazing that when you're 10, 11, 12 years old, which I was when that came out, how amazing it was back then and how not amazing it is right today.
Yeah.
Some of the
and
some of the
they
scenes.
might. They would have to go back in time because the way they have this set up, the storyline, Nova doesn't fit in anymore because Thanos already destroyed their fucking planet.
Right?
Because then the troops, they don't have the Nova Corps anymore. This could easily, though, be the starting point for a Nova solo movie. He could be tasked with picking up pieces of his fallen comrades.
Ooh.
Perhaps Richard Rider or Sam Alexander could be the first superpowered Nova Corps member. After all, they were tasked with protecting the Power Stone that could be the conduit for the Nova Corps' newfound powers. Well, he's dead. His friends are all dead.
Hmm.
I never got into Sentry. I don't know anything about him, but he's another character.
I do not know anything about him either.
Okay, so Sentry. As MCU has progressed, so has the power level of its heroes. While the Avengers, like Iron Man and Captain America, fared well with their limited power set, they're hardly a match to Sentry. Essentially a Marvel variant of Superman, Sentry is a powerhouse of a character that has yet to receive his own film. Sentry shows plenty of similarities with Superman power set, but his mortality isn't quite the same. Paired with the mysterious source of his powers known as the Void, the Sentry solo film could be interesting. Actor Ryan Hurst has even thrown his name for consideration to take over the role should Sentry finally make the way to the big screen. That's why we didn't hear about him. Superman took over.
Yeah. If you look back, a lot of the DC and Marvel had a lot of the same kind of characters, and
Yeah.
one of them on either side floated to the top, basically, and kind of took over the mantle as the one that everybody knew.
Mm-hmm. The photo of him looks just like Superman flying, but he's got like a. I mean,
Right,
he's in the same outfit, blue thing, but he's got a black chest with a yellowed suit.
right.
Oh, there's a Marvel Studios Century MCU, and yeah, there's like a new, I don't know, label. It's like an
Right.
MCU Studios picture.
A or a Marvel official Marvel whatever or what do they call it? Film.
The teaser posters.
Yeah. There's they call it a certain thing though. not film art, but it's
The movie art.
yeah, but there's another name for it. It's like I'll think of it probably 10 minutes after we hang up, after I get off here. But
Hell, Century was only created in 2000.
oh wow, yeah.
He's got a big S around his belt. The first episode, or the first appearance, was Century #1, July 19th of 2000.
Yeah, if you think about it, there's not a lot of popular. I don't know of any super heroes that are newer that have become, that have people know about.
Or Horseman movie. You could do the Horseman of Apocalypse. Oh my god. Oh, that'd be such a good movie.
I know they're talking about bringing Hercules into the mix.
The Abyss, Mikhail, Rasputin, Holocaust, and Archangel. Mr. Sinister was something of a fifth horseman. The beep sounded dead.
It did.
It was muffled.
It sounded like a happy beep.
I think it was on the other side.
We didn't get the full beep beep.
I know.
There you go.
Was it louder there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Man, I just typed in Marvel's character list.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. A lot of those you probably never heard of.
No, and a lot of you forget really easily.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to hop on, guys. I gotta write down all my note cards, or put onto a spreadsheet all these note cards I've been writing on.
Yeah, I think I've been up for almost 24
How's your
hours.
short doing?
Do what?
Yeah, how
How's
is your
your short?
short? You're probably not doing too good, are you?
I'm out.
Oh, you're already out. Okay.
Yeah, I got out and let's see. Hold on, and I'll tell you. Oh, I lost $2.72, which that's okay. That's a win.
Yeah.
I was down more than that, and that's after fees and everything. And I've got this coupon that I don't know when. I need to look and see when my coupon. Is it? Here. Oh, nope, my coupon expired. Shit. Hate when I do that.
So,
So I need. Okay, that tells me that I need to not get the the coupon. I only used $6.57 out of a $20 coupon.
oh, shit. Oh, so it's for a time frame and not the amount?
It's
But-
of fees too. It's only of your fees.
It's only a deduction, only a percentage off of your fees.
Oh, screw that.
So if you're a big trader, it's not. I mean, it's fine, but you've got to
Yeah.
make sure you're hitting $20 in fees.
Sure.
Well, but
Actually, like $40 in fees because it's taking them off.
well, so if your fee's $1, then it takes off 30 cents, and that comes off your $20 coupon.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna hop off here. I'll let you sign off.
Yep, I'm getting ready to head out too. It's been a long day.
But by the way,
So,
I didn't pay $20 for the coupon. By the way, I bought it, either got it free or paid almost nothing for it.
Right. I never remember you telling us that.
yeah,
I know. Yeah.
it's all good.
Okie doke.
Have a good night, Mikey
All
K.
right,
Have a good night, Two Foot. Have a good night,
guys.
Luna.
All
Peace
right.
out, love.
Yep,
Guys,
yep.
take care. KRS-One, thank you for everything. Everyone else, thank you for everything. Thank you for everything. Thank you for everything. And let's see. I don't even know who all is still on. I don't think we have very many people on YouTube, but I can't even find where I'm at. Okay, there we are. So, anyways, but yeah, thank you for everybody for watching. I appreciate it. This is Crypto Leprechaun getting ready to sign off, and don't forget, there's no I in crypto. And if we all work together, we can go to the moon together. Peace!